So it's only 3:15 in the morning. I load up the vehicle. Mornings like this, it makes me question why we do the things we do. Cheaper requires gas. If you've liked today's video, please go down and like and subscribe to this channel. Oh, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new adventures. Now, the Columbia River Gorge is known for many things, and a lack of fall colors is not one of them. Four hours and 200 miles later, our buddy Andrew, my husband, and I all make our way down to the waterfall that had been on our bucket list for years, so the energy and the anticipation is high. But it may also just be the jitters from the 15 minutes of sleep and the 2 energy drinks that we drank on the way over, so who knows. So we made it to a bucket list location for me that I wanted to go for several years, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Just so glad we made it. Trail was a little tough, but sometimes the best locations are the hardest to get to. So right now we're at the most obvious vantage point of the waterfalls. So we got the waterfalls behind me here, we got a rock down below, and just kind of a slope. So I've composed it super wide. I'm at 11 millimeters, which is equivalent of 16.5 on a full frame camera. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a long exposure. Luckily, it's overcast today, so I don't have to worry about fighting the light or anything like that, any harsh light. I've got my circular polarizer on now, so let's see what it looks like when I turn this polarizer, see if it helps my image at all. Oh, look at that. Now I get the nice deep turquoise here in the water. Really shows out its colors. And it just helps brighten up the green foliage here in the foreground and the mid and background. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drop my f-stop just a hair. 6.3 sounds about good. But now because I stopped up, I'm close to my foreground, I'm going to have to focus stack this. Go ahead and come in here, focus on the foreground, take a picture, good, but now my background's out of focus. So I'm going to take 2 more images. I'm going to focus on this rock here in the middle. Good. Now I'm going to bring it back to the back, right about to where that top of the falls is. That should be about infinity, so it should be good. But as you can see, it's really dark. I've clipped some of my black and some of my shadows, my blacks. So I need to have at least one exposure that is brighter. So we bring it back on up to 1/2. Take my image there. There we go. Now I've recovered all of my shadows, but I clipped some of my highlights. But if I take this image, and I exposure blend with this image, it'll come out really nice.
One key reminder to make your life easier is to double check your focus in the back of your camera while you're still in the field. Now, I've unfortunately forgot this cardinal rule, thus resulting in an image that is not tacked sharp from front to back, as my background image was not in focus. But, in my middle ground focused image, the middle ground is far enough away from my camera that I was able to utilize the hyperfocal distance method to achieve reasonably sharp focus throughout the frame.
So now that I've got this obvious exposure done here, we're gonna go down to the next viewpoint and see if I can get a better exposure or better composition down there. All right, so made it here to the other viewpoint that I wanted to get to. As you can see, I'm kind of stuck with a big, large rock cliff behind me. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use the water motion as a leading line, kind of as an S-curve leading into the frame. So it's coming down in my lower left corner, winding its way between the rocks up, and I'll probably do a similar exposure as far as put it up top. Probably do about 1/5 a second to 1/2 a second, and we'll see how that works. All right, so it's a little difficult here to see what I've got going on just because of how precariously I'm perched. But I've got this nice rock here in the foreground, mid-ground, my background, that's nice, leading S-curve right into the waterfalls. So it's not my preferred composition, but due to the water level and I can't quite make it to this rock, I'm gonna have to do with what I got.
Now, while this composition is not the most creative nor unique from this location, what little light we did have really lent itself and brought the whole image together. Not too shabby for a day with such lackluster conditions.
Beautiful area. Can't say it enough. I'm gonna end up coming back, hopefully after the first snow, so we'll see. But bye for now. See you in the next episode.